Hey guys, and welcome to this week's show vlog. I haven't said that in quite a while because I had entered about 3 or 4 shows in the last few weeks and they have all been cancelled. So we've just been doing a lot of schooling and trying to stay motivated. But finally today we have a show that is not cancelled. The reason they've all been cancelled is because we've had terrible flooding here in Victoria and also New South Wales, and yeah, everything just flooded. So all the arenas were flooded, and a lot of the arenas, I had entered like an event and some combined training, and a lot of time some of the dressage arenas are on grass, and obviously the cross country is on grass too, so yeah, they were just complete bogs and flooded. So yeah, everything was cancelled. But I knew this show wouldn't be cancelled because everything is on sand. It is a combined training event. We are jumping the grade 3, which, ooh, alright, just going over the fence, under the fence, which isn't very big show jumping. I think it's like 75 maybe. But annoyingly, like, I would like to do the grade 2 because that's like 90, 95. But I just think it's really interesting here. The level of difficulty of the dressage, I feel like, is out of proportion with the height of the show jumping. So for the jumping that you jump 90 centimeters, you have to do like lateral work and lengthening the stride. And I'm like, what? And like give and retake the rein, which I suppose that's not too bad. Here's Rocky. Which is just, to be honest, in hindsight, I probably could do it. But I just wanted to do a nice, kind of simpler one first, because yeah, we haven't done a dressage test since last season, because the only show I've done so far this year was show jumping, which he is going so well with jumping at the moment. But we just need to get the dressage down, and he has been going well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to ride him the last 2 days, which is so not the ideal preparation for him, especially because he thrives off nice consistent work, but just wasn't able to ride him because of work. So we'll see how we go, really, is what we're doing. So yeah, it's combined training, which is dressage and show jumping, and it's about 2 hours away. And I forgot to set my alarm this morning, and luckily I just woke up naturally, but I did not wake up early enough, and I still have to wash him and clean all my tack because again, I didn't get to barely see him last night after work. So I better get going. Alright, I will catch up with you guys when we're doing stuff. Say bye, Rocky. Bye. So I am all packed. Rocky is just grazing because I was like, why not? Instead of tying you up, just let you loose, eh? Just have one more thing to put in and then we're ready to go. We are here. Rocky's just chilling. I'm gonna go find our courses and suss things out, and then I just need to rosebud his mane and get tacked up and go. Dressage first, Rocky. Yeah.
Hi.
You a good boy, Rocky? Yeah, you are. So dressage is all done. I definitely got a lot more nervous for this dressage stuff than the show jumping, mostly because I'm just not used to learning these tests, and I'm always so worried I'm gonna forget them. But I didn't forget my test. I was very happy. So this was his first time doing a grade 3. Last year we did all grade 4 and 5, which is a lot easier, and we got our score and we scored 60%, which I think is very fair. Look, he had some good moments, but then also some obviously very tense moments, and yeah, I feel like I'm happy because it was his first time doing dressage this season. He was quite excited, but he really held it together. And things like the free walk, he walked the whole way, really happy with that. His canter transitions, he cantered when I asked on the correct lead and was relatively calm about it. And canter has been his huge issue, and yeah, it's going so much well and it's going so much better now. I guess he's going so much better at home, but that's always the way. It's always the way that when you come out and there's all horses around and, horses neighing and cantering by you and the horn beeping in the judge's box, and yeah, it's just a lot to look at, and I think he handled himself pretty well. Like, he was reasonable. I just wasn't expecting a very high mark, especially because one of the movements, like, we had to do like a lengthened trot, and he's just not up for that right now. But I also didn't want to do the grade 4 and then jump really tiny show jumping, so I kind of knew he wasn't super going to get a good mark, but at the same time the show jumping height is much more appropriate for him, and I'm really looking forward to doing some show jumping now. Unfortunately, there's a really long time between my dressage time and my show jumping time, so yeah, we have a couple hours to wait and then it'll be time to jump. So we're currently in 6th place, but only like 10 people have gone, so still kind of middle of the pack, but we'll see how we go. But if he jumps around the show jumping well, fingers crossed clear, I'd be so happy if he jumped clear. Then I'd be really happy, and you know what, we'll just see what happens. But yeah, all good. So Rocky's just chilling. I'm gonna see if he wants some water, even though I offered him earlier and he wouldn't drink it. And he's eating his hay, and yeah, he's just chilling. He's a really good boy. He's just, I'm looking at him, he's just, he's just so chill. He's just so happy. He just gets a bit tense with the dressage, but he is improving all the time, and that's all I can ask from him. So yeah, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at him there. Cutie patootie. Oh, I also bought some stuff. So there was like a secondhand sale thing. So I got this gear bag because I'm currently just using a shopping bag to store all my stuff in them. So it'd be nice to have an actual gear bag, and it was really cheap. And I also just got lead rope because I've lost mine. That's it. Now, Rocky, time for some show jumping. Woo! Cutie. all done for the day. Just giving Rocky a little walk off because he is a really, really good boy. Yeah, it was probably the most rideable show jumping round he's ever done, and I'm so pleased with him. So I haven't actually watched the video back, but it felt really, really good. He really came back to me every time. He was cantering like in a bit of an outline, like he wasn't throwing his head around. Felt really good. I'm so pleased with him. I feel like our show jumping training is definitely paying off. Hey guys, so it's actually quite a few days after the show now. Yeah, I feel like this is just the story of my life at the moment. The whole week has been super hectic, and I was hoping to film this in a more picturesque spot than my car, but this is what you're gonna get, right? So I thought I'd do just a quick recap of the show, just to finish off the vlog. So we'll start with the dressage. So the dressage was obviously a bit tense, you know, I was quite excited, but I will say for him, I was quite pleased. His warm-up was very good. You know, he just gets a little bit excited when there's other horses around and there was show jumping going on beside us, and yeah, he was just a little bit excited, but he did everything. Like, he cantered when I asked, he stayed walking, he walked on the long rein, you know, he did it. It was just not the smoothest, but he still did it, so I'm pleased. And it's only his first dressage show of the season. He's just been jumping before this, so understandably he was just not quite in the dressage frame of mind, but it's fine. He's improving all the time, and that's the main thing. And that was actually his first time doing a slightly more difficult test, so that's why it gets graded a little bit harder. So we got 60-something%, low 60s, which, you know, it's fine. It put us like middle-ish towards the bottom. But yeah, I was still pleased with him. And I went into show jumping, and his show jumping was so good, so much improved from any other show jumping round he's ever done in his life. The rideability was so good. Like, he had one tiny little don't, like, I want to go faster after the second fence, and then after that he was so good. He listened to me the whole way around. He stayed in a lovely rhythm. He never fought me when I asked him to slow down. Yeah, he was just so good. We annoyingly touched a pole, but it was just, I think I needed more outside leg to get him straighter because he slightly drifted because the entrance to the ring was probably there, and then he was just slightly not straight. I just rubbed it. But I was so pleased with the show jumping. It's definitely the best round he's ever done. And yeah, really happy. Didn't end up placing, such is life, but I think it was good. Yeah, it was a good show overall. It was fun to get out. Got some cute photos. And our next show is actually a pure show jumping show. So we know that. I'm going to be happy about that. And we're jumping the 85 and the 95. So it's his biggest class yet. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to do some show jumping schooling. We're going to hire out an arena, go jump schooling a few times before that, get really ready, and hopefully all goes well. It's a 2-day show, so the last show we went to was also a 2-day show jumping show, and I found that he was so much better on the second day. So hopefully that is the case, and you know, we have a little, you know, warm-up rounds on Saturday, and then the Sunday he only improves and we fly around our 95. That is the plan. So yeah, very excited about that. So yeah, all preparation is on the way for that, and I will do a little vlog of our jump schooling session so you can see what we do with him and the grid work and how he's improving. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like seeing Rocky out and about. We had so many shows planned and they've all been cancelled because of the flooding. We've missed 3 shows so far. So what was going to be a very busy show season has now turned into not so busy. And yeah, we have, I think, 3 shows before the end of the year, before the new year, and then maybe 1 or 2 shows in January. And then that's it for that. But anyway, I'm just happy that he's going well and he's happy, and I feel like he's really improved from last year. He's a lot happier, a lot more relaxed, and that is the main thing. And he's just, yeah, such a nice horse to hang out with, and he's really, really nice. And yeah, I do love them. So I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully be some jump schooling with Rocky Boy. And then after that, we're heading to Shepperton for some show jumping. So that is the plan for the next few weeks. And do let me know if there's any recommendations you would like any requests for videos, because I would like to make some videos that you actually want to see, not just, I do feel like sometimes the show vlogs get very repetitive. I don't know if you guys feel like that too. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else you would like to see, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.